Do I have it upside down? Let me see if I can get a good visual for you guys so you can see what's kind of happening. Welcome back to another gaming video. Today is finally the Switch 2 release day. We have unlocked a new camera angle so you guys can check out the unboxing along with me. Today we're not trying to do anything too fancy. We're just going to open it up, get my first reactions. I'm also going to set it up. I haven't prepared my Switch at all to transfer data over. I have the original Switch from release day back in 2017, so I'm so excited to upgrade. I never upgraded to the OLED, so we're excited to have a bigger, better screen. I did buy the Mario Kart World bundle so that I had Mario Kart World to play on release day. In the box, we have the console itself, 2 Joy-Cons, AC adapter, USB cable, the dock, the Joy-Con controller holder. What are these called? The Joy-Con 2 straps, HDMI cable, Mario Kart World download code. Let's open for the first... Oh, do I have space for my mic? Okay, this is so exciting. Why does the packaging look a little bit sad? I think it's the plastic wrap. I assume the plastic wrap, they needed to do it. I feel like we're so used to opening tech now that just is like, pull it out, ready to go. Like when you open an iPhone, it's not wrapped in plastic. Not that the iPhone is the unboxing standard, but you know what I mean? This just doesn't feel like the premium unboxing that you expect for how much this console costs. These are so much bigger than the other ones. Like, where's my other old Joy-Cons? Here's an original Joy-Con I prepared earlier. Look at the size difference. Given that the Joy-Con is so much bigger, I think it's great that they extended the bumper buttons. The bumper buttons are much larger and come around the controller a lot further, which I think I'm definitely going to need, because if I was holding this regularly and the button ended where the original Joy-Con did, I would be struggling to reach these top bumper buttons. These are going to be so much nicer for two-handed play though, when you're just using the Joy-Cons, not a Pro Controller. There's the Joy-Cons. We have the console itself. Not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I thought this would be way heavier. Screen is humongous. Like I said, I didn't upgrade to an OLED after my original Switch, so going from just the regular Switch to this is a crazy difference. Feels like I'm going to snap the stand when I pull it out. Oh, there's a lot of resistance there, which is good because it feels sturdy, but it made me feel like I was going to snap it. Oh, flexible game card opening. Cool. So I was seeing articles and news stories online about don't take off the protective layer on the screen because that's part of the screen. But who is trying to peel this back? It doesn't feel like that there's a protective film like you do get with some tech with screens where you peel it back when you're opening it. It doesn't look like there's one. It doesn't feel like there's one. I was worried that if people were doing that, there would have been like a very obvious like bevel in a protective layer, but it's inset in the screen. I don't know who was trying to peel off the top layer of their Switch, but that doesn't seem right. My download code for Mario Kart World, haven't used that yet. You know what I didn't try? I haven't tried the magnetic Joy-Cons. Here we go. Let's snap on a Joy-Con. Let's see how satisfying this is. How do I get it off? Like that. It's satisfying to put the Joy-Con on the console. It just snaps in place. The magnets, supposedly you should just be able to pull it. I don't think they're necessarily locked in place. You do have this switch, but that just seems to be... I don't know if there's anything sciencey going on with this. That just seems to be like a plastic stud. When you push this, a little plastic stud just appears, and that's pushing the Joy-Con off the console so that you can pull it off. I don't think there's anything special there that's releasing the magnets. It's just helping you pull away from the machine. I don't know. Don't trust me. I don't know the science, the physics. Very satisfying to clip those on those. This is humongous. This is crazy. Crazy. Where is the power button? Do I have it upside down? Wait, can you put the Joy-Cons upside? I do have it upside down. You can put the Joy-Con? Yeah, okay. That's why they put the colors in there for people like me who put the Joy-Cons on the wrong side. I was just too excited to try the Joy-Cons out. I didn't even check if I had the screen up the right side. I was like, they put the power on the bottom. No, you have the whole thing upside down. We have the HDMI and the wrist straps. So much plastic packaging though. It does say that this is recyclable. I will point out a lot of plastic. I don't know how recyclable plastic can be. Before I open everything else, let's have a look at these straps. I want to see how the straps go. Because these Joy-Cons can also be used in mouse mode. So we just clip these on like so. We've got little pads on the top and bottom. We've got the bumpers. And then we hold it like so. Does this then become left and right mouse click? I do not know. Or maybe is it just one mouse click? I can already see people upgrading these pads. I don't think... It's not as uncomfortable to hold the Joy-Con like this as I thought it would be. I thought this would be really uncomfortable. The Joy-Con is long enough for me. It might be different every different size hand. Like I said, I got small hands. My hand is almost the length of the Joy-Con itself. But I can rest the base of my palm on the bottom of the Joy-Con. If you had bigger hands, you're not probably going to be able to do that. So I'm not having to hold my whole hand up to be able to do this. So I think I could use this for like an extended period of time. It depends what buttons I'm trying to press. If it's just the top, I should be fine. The slide isn't that great. I'm on a mouse pad. I'm using my Logitech G PowerPlay mouse pad, self-charging mouse pad, and the glide is not that great compared to how smooth my actual mouse is. Easily see people upgrading these little pads. I think you're going to see these pop up as extras that people are selling, so you can replace these. Even though I know Nintendo won't want you to, it probably voids the warranty. Don't do it if you're worried about that, but I can see people upgrading those already. Okay, what else do we have? The controller that holds the Joy-Cons. Feels nice. How do we get this off now so I can test this? No, it locked in, so I don't... Oh, this? You just do the back button again. That makes sense. Let's snap it into here. So square still, so squarish. Give me my second one. Humongous looking controller like this. Still very usable. I would have liked these arms to go a bit higher though, but you can't because of the bumpers. If I was to have my hands where I think they want you to have them, where you have 3 fingers on the grips, I do struggle to reach definitely the XY buttons and a little bit of the bumper buttons. And then if I have my hands where I would want to have them to be able to use the controls comfortably, I'm only holding the grips with like 2 fingers, and it does not feel as comfortable like this, and I don't feel like I have a good hold on the controller itself. This will be interesting. I might be buying a Pro controller to play like this instead, or I'll just play with the Joy-Con separate, not on this holder. We have power cables, the AC adapter. The AC adapter almost feels heavier than the console itself. And we have the dock. Last but not least, dock does look so much nicer than the original dock. Okay, I didn't realize that whole thing came off. Interesting. Okay. Do I like that? That comes off very easy. I feel like that's gonna... How is that even held on there? Little clips. Okay. There's gonna be so many people who break this back part, I'm sure, because it's held on by just a few little clips. I might be one of them. On the original Switch dock, we have like a little door that opens. I can understand doing this because the little door, the little space you have to plug things in does get annoying if you're changing things a lot. So this gives you way better access to your ports. You don't have anything blocking you coming in this way. You can come straight in. I've got USBs on the outside from this, so that's good. So if you're plugging in additional controllers, Pro controllers, or anything, charging them up with the dock, you don't need to be opening this back part. So those are on the side here. And that's it. Now we have an empty box. So now the plan is to replace my original Switch that I have set up on the back of my desk. I don't have my camera. It's like right there. I think my camera's picking up just a little bit of it on the back of my desk. Will I be able to set it up all right with the capture card? We're going to find out. We're going to switch the way we're doing this a little bit because I got to get up from my desk to set this up. I'm now on the little mic for my DJI camera. You guys can see my Switch better back there. That's where it always lives. We're going to switch these over. I've unpackaged everything from all the plastic. My screen card, my what is it called? My capture card is back there that I use. Without knocking anything over, this is the Elgato capture card that I use. This is the HDMI side that connects to my PC, and this side is connecting to the Switch. So the HDMI out goes to my monitor. There is a USB-C that runs down to my PC. The other HDMI goes to my Switch. So unplug HDMI at the back, power cable. I have a power board that sits up under my desk, which is great for everything that I have to plug in. And that is a wrap on the Switch. So sad. So I didn't trade in my original Switch because I didn't want to get rid of it yet. I don't see myself pulling it out to play it, considering this Switch 2 is backwards compatible. However, I do think I want to keep it, but to keep it, I think I'm going to frame it in like a box frame, still in usable condition, which is going to help it keep it in good condition, but I can also display it when I move. So stay tuned for that. We might be making some Nintendo Switch art later on. I don't know if there's a best way to pull that back piece off, but every time I feel like I'm going to snap the clips. HDMI's in. HDMI into capture card. We should be good. Oh, it's working. It is telling me to take it out. Wants me to start in handheld mode apparently. Let me see if I can get a good visual for you guys so you can see what's kind of happening. English. Australia, New Zealand. Sure, we read the important information. Let me set up my Wi-Fi real quick. Oh, we have a system update. You can continue setting up the console while the data is downloading. We are in Sydney, Melbourne, +10. Detach the right Joy-Con 2 from the console. Okay, I gotta put this down. You want me to just detach the left one? Select next with the detached. Okay, but I'm also holding this at the same time. You're asking a lot of me. You can use the accessories that come with the console to change how you hold the Joy-Cons. Okay, I don't need the guide. You can switch between playstyles. Okay, I assume I can dock this again now that we have the Joy-Cons detached. Did the update finish? I can see the screen's on, but it's not coming up on my monitor. It just really doesn't want to be docked straight off the bat. You can transfer data from a Nintendo Switch console to the Switch 2 console. Oh, I guess we do the transfer now. Can I put my Joy-Cons back on? Begin system transfer. If you have a micro SD express memory card, please insert only micro SD express cards that feature the logos and the images shown here are compatible. Other micro SD cards cannot be used. I didn't get a micro SD ready for this console because at this stage I don't think I'll need one and I can grab one later. So we're going to skip this step. Sign into my Nintendo account. What happened to the days of the good old enter your username and password? Hello? Now my phone doesn't even want to... Okay, I'm gonna have to do forgot my password because it's gonna be just my luck that I'll get locked out of my Nintendo account while I'm trying to sign in. So is this transferring without me even having to do anything on my other Switch? No, it's not. There's another step. Move this console and the source Nintendo Switch console close together to receive the data. Okay, they're both here. Let's go back to home. Please connect the AC adapter to the start. Okay, first you don't want to be docked. Now you want to be plugged into power. Your thing's all the way over there. Good thing that there is a port on the top of the console now, so that makes it easier. This console, the other console. Done. Please do the following on the source Nintendo Switch console. Open settings and select system transfer. I do not have the system transfer option. Probably because I need to do a system update. I mean, this is my fault for not having this update done and everything ready to go, but I wanted to have a look at every step that it takes to upgrade to the new Switch 2 from a previous version Switch. Oh, okay, I think the update was super fast because the update's already done. Data from this console will be transferred to the Switch 2 console. Next. Oh, okay, so some games are being transferred to the new Switch 2 and completely forgotten from this Switch, which includes Animal Crossing New Horizons. But other games will be copied to the Switch 2 but not deleted from Switch. That's interesting. Okay, now it's searching for the Switch 2. Oh, it's found each other. Start receiving data. Okay, so it took a couple minutes to think about it, but now it's saying 7 minutes remaining to switch over. 6 minutes. It's going pretty fast. Looks like we only have one like finalizing step. We've got 6 dots across the top. We're on the 5th dot of setting up the Switch 2, so we're almost at the end now. Yay, completed! System transfer complete. Same theme as the one you were using on the Source console will be applied, which is dark theme. Press home button to open home. Whoa, that's loud. Oh, cute! Oh, now it's gonna go and download all the data from all the games. For some reason, it's starting with Tears of the Kingdom, even though it's not my most recent played game. I'm not sure why it chose that one. Maybe because it's the biggest download, because it's the most recent IP title, I guess. So it's doing that first. That's fine. It does look like it got games from both my console and my memory card, which is what I wanted to check. That I didn't have to transfer things from my memory card, my micro SD card, to the system to get it transferred over. Looks like it's found it anyway. And it's doing the downloads. Can I dock the console now? I've tried twice already. In the TV you're using is compatible with HDR. You can configure the display with the improved visuals. Well, we have everything set up now. That's basically the full unboxing experience. We're just going to wait for everything to download. Not as smooth of process as I would have liked, but a lot of that is my own fault. I do take responsibility for, not having my Switch updated, that I could do the transfer. If you enjoyed this video or you want to see me check out the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 games, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out so much and I appreciate it so much. I will be immediately jumping into Mario Kart World, so if you want to check that out with me, make sure to catch my live streams Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube and on TikTok, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.